Hey everyone, Graphics Works here, and we are back with Parcel Simulator. We're on day 36. After a week's worth of running around, we've made a lot of money. But in the time that it took us to make some money, I did some walking around, and I just was admiring the scenery, right? Looking at the wonderful posters, making sure that everything's all hunky-dory, and I just wanted to share some of the interesting, dialogue that's left behind as you play Parcel Simulator. Starting off with our parcel inspections for morons. Learn to meticulously inspect parcels for labeling issues. Manage an ever-growing sorting center and increase parcels throughout. Listen to your boss and do exactly what they say at all times. Be incredibly unhappy and live an unfulfilled life. Okay. This is one of many that I find very funny. The next one that I want to bring notice is to the staff green space rules. Keep off the grass. Well, we've already failed that, but okay. No defecating on the grass. And why do you have toilet paper available? Do not have too much fun. And steady parcel inspections. Okay, so this is just general rule of thumb. Don't have too much fun. Stay off the grass, and don't shit on the grass. But that is not as funny as the ones that are over here in our truck and we normally have for when we pick up our orders. Safety first. Lift with your legs, not your back. Okay, every business says that, especially when you have to deal with warehousing and unloading trucks for inventory. But, warning, this does not mean you must lift using your literal legs to lift parcels with. You must still use your arms. Ah yes, because I'm definitely going to be using my legs to do a power squat to pick up a box and waddle over like a fucking pregnant penguin in order to drop off a parcel somewhere. Don't be a mallet, buy a pallet. By Nile Co-Yard Crime? What do you mean by crime? And your keyboard called. It wants a scanner. Next one on the list is our fire extinguishers. We've seen these around. We know we can open up the door. We know it'll just open and close. We can't actually interact with the fire extinguisher. It gives our traditional like extinguishers, CO2 extinguisher, pull the pin, sweep nozzle, blah blah blah. But what we don't pay attention to is the little sticker on the wall next to it. How to use a fire extinguisher. Use pass, pull the pin, aim at fire. But it goes spray and pray. You don't get paid enough to care. Run away and save yourself. This is the proper instructions for how to use a fire extinguisher. However, not as good as the actual fire extinguisher that's mounted on the wall that's not in the box. For some reason, we have two different types of fire extinguishers. One in case of an emergency, and one that's readily available at all times. They don't really have any distinguishing features that separate the two. Other than the labels. So this is the actual labels from a legitimate fire extinguisher. This is all correct information. There's no funny business here. It's a dry powder, so it's safe on textiles, liquids, safe to use for gaseous fires, and safe for electrical fires. Okay, that's fine. However, this says foam spray. Use on the wood, paper, and textiles. Use on flammable liquids. Do not use on live electrical equipment. And do not use in your mouth or your butt. But this says that this is made for electrical fires. But this says, do not use on live electrical equipment. What do you mean? Is it or is it not meant for the electrical equipment? We're just disregarding that last part altogether. And then towards the end of this little run, we got everything that's in the break room. So F5 to refresh. Sorry, out of order. Well, this is dumb that this is out of order. You get another one of those moron books. This says the exact same thing as what was in our little office space. This is just a little booklet on how to quit smoking in 10 days. By Maria Jones. It looks like there's some text right on the top of it, but I can't read that. I don't know what it says. We have our little microwave with a fork in it, ready to blow up at any time, because for some reason we need a bomb in the warehouse. And then work harder, not smarter. Will do, boss. Will do. And then bring your own basketball. This shop has them. Sorry, no budget. But we create our own budget. So I don't know how they're like, there is no budget when we make our own budget. And also this fucking reset for the new day, so I'm upset about that. So our best is still like the 26 meters, but I'm upset that that reset. I wish this would keep like overall best, but it doesn't. There's also these, feeling a little hoarse, get a delivery straight from your front door. There's this one that's kind of cut off, so I want to figure out if there's even a way to get out of this. Like maybe there's a way I can like get onto the roof and then jump off. Like, think about it, I could like get on the roof, right, and then jump onto these and then jump over maybe, if it would even allow me to do that. If I could do that, then I could explore the area a bit more. But that's all the ones that I have found that I thought were interesting. If there's one that I missed, let me know. But also, there's so much shit here because of the weekend. I've had to buy a second large pallet just to help deal with all this this backflow. And I had to put in 2 extra shelves to help with this as well. 2 extra storage racks. And there were like a few small spots here and there where I sped up some conveyors. So probably if I hadn't spent all that money, we'd have like an additional, I don't know, like $10,000. We'd be at almost 150,000. But we're still at 134, which is still a lot of money. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to clear this out. Try to get everything kind of cleaned up a little bit the best we can by sending all this stuff through. And I wonder exactly how many orders we'll have done for the day. We have been averaging about 200 or close to 200. I'm expecting this to be close to 300, especially with that pile over there. So we're going to get through all of that. Let me go ahead and hit this button. And we'll come back to this whenever we have everything all cleaned up. Okay, we got it cleared out. We're at 151,000. Since we have this money, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do the upgrades for these like we talked about. That's going to be the first thing we do. We're going to get all these up to level 3. So you're done. You're 10,000. You're 10,000. 10,000. Boop. Boop. There we go. So you're all maxed out now. Good. What we need to do is we need to focus on this bulk storage, and we also need to get this up and running as well. So let's go ahead and grab what we need for these guys so we can have them up and running. Alright, so we ran into a small issue. Very tiny. But we got to figure it out. So our issue was that we couldn't have this line connect into this guy because it would be all the way up against the wall, and there was no way to actually get this guy, one all the way down there, to actually tie in into its line like it's supposed to. So what we ended up doing instead was we pulled this forward, right? So we pulled this forward, and we're going to make this guy go around the backside and then tie into the second set of storage. And then the other issue I kind of ran into was that it falls in a weird number. So this is actually going to be like 1 less than all of that, but it's not going to be that noticeable, I don't think. But I also did plan this out ahead of time, so I did future-proof this. So I spaced this out enough to where I can expand this up to 4 more racks. So that's why I got these 3 boxes here, and this to remind me, hey, this is the end of this section, and this one is the end of this section. That'll be, we're starting to run out of funds, so we can't exactly do this part of it just yet. And then we got this all tied in the way it's supposed to be. This doesn't necessarily need to be a joiner here, but it's fine. And then we still haven't messed with that yet. This, we'll get to that at some point. Same thing with like how that ties into over here. And then we got this all good to go. I do want to upgrade these, but it's just not in the cards because I want to use the little bit that we have left to upgrade some conveyors. But I kind of want to see how this runs before just spending the last 6,000 on upgrades. And then we got this tied in, so all this on this second row will come through. It'll spit out. It'll go over if it needs to go over there, down, over, or it'll go over there, and if that line gets full and this line gets full, they will then jump over to here and there and connect in through there. We'll definitely need more storage racks, we'll need more stuff, but this is at least a good amount done with the very expensive task of upgrading this whole line, which this was like, what, 65,000 to get these maxed out from where they were at. And I think a full thing is what, this is like 2,000 and 4,000, so yeah. And then the 510. So you're already talking 15, 30, 45, 60, 75, 90, like 96,000 to fully upgrade one of these lines to max. So we spent a good chunk of change to get up to this point, but we're making progress. We also bought an extra rack because originally I was going to do 4 on each one, but I couldn't. I could do 4 and 3. We're using this extra one over here for when it's time to do that. And so it's just going to store, the pallets for right now because I didn't know what to use it for. Let's see how the day runs. Oh, also, I do want to kind of, not this. I do want to do upgrades. I want to increase the delivery speed or the conveyor deliveries. I don't know which one I want to upgrade more. We might just do 1 and 1, or we might do only speed. I think conveyor deliveries is going to be more important. So we'll go with that. So now we only got 3,700. Most of this is kind of maxed for where it needs to be. This guy needs maxed. Some of these kind of got mixed in a little bit. There. That at least gets us maxed when it first enters in the storage for the buffer. We don't necessarily need to worry about the buffer bends to be upgraded. We just need the lines going directly into the buffers to be max speed. So we'll see where we need to increase from there. Let's runner and see what happens. Okay, so when we do the upgrade for the conveyor speeds, everything inside the truck will get a slight upgrade. So that means we'll get max speed when we upgrade that one more time. So I really want to do that. It'll also be nice to finally have this second line ready to go, so everything's not feeding into just the one line. I kind of debate on whether I want to actually keep this to diverge into here if this backs up. But I also know that that's just going to bog this down as well, even if this is fully maxed out. Oh, that is super fast. Holy shit. That's like 2 seconds. Versus this is like 10 seconds, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That is so slow. Also, I like the idea that we chose for this, for having the invalids be on the inside. However, instead of it being into one line like I originally planned on, I went ahead and made it into 2 separate lines because I got to thinking about it, that if this is going super fast, that this midsection may start to bog down. If I had all this going at once. So I chose to go with the 2-lane design. And honestly, I think what I might end up doing is I might change this to where this actually feeds in this direction. So this side goes that way, this side goes this way, and then have it come up and over. And then cut through here and then tie in back here. I feel like that would be a lot better, especially because I could bring this all the way down and then tie in down here. Just so that way nothing gets bogged down on the returns, because right now this is like my biggest choke point when it comes to the denials. Because everything filters into here and then it only goes through this one line and then down. So if I can break that up and have it come all the way down through here and then tie in somewhere down here, that would give me a lot more buffer to work with on those if I needed it. Well, I also did use a little bit of our funds to add in the pause conveyors. It didn't give us any special like things for the pause conveyors. Like every time we buy something, it'll be like, oh, here's what you just bought, it's the new thing. There was no like window that popped up for the pause conveyors, which I find odd, that there's a pop-up for literally everything but that. And I also glad that this was able to work. I was kind of concerned that this wasn't going to work. Yeah, these are slightly off, ignore that. Because I didn't want to be like, I was concerned that I was going to have to buy these in order to make this work. I guess technically I would have had to buy these if I wanted to make it work originally, I guess, because it would have given me that extra little bit of space. I want to save all this extra space for whatever's behind there, because I have a feeling I'm going to have at least one extra delivery door and maybe 2 more outputs or 2 more delivery doors. I don't know. I feel like I'm going to have something back here that I'm not going to be prepared for. What's going on here? Oh, good. Wait a minute. What? Whoa, 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 whoa. Why is this? Fuck. Okay, that's not good. That's not good. Okay. So, this one is the water, this one's the air. This is what I get for air. This needs to be water. Great, now I gotta inspect all these. It's boat, bus. I can't believe I let this happen. Boat, bus, 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 bus. That makes me so concerned that I want to have some of these boats be fucked up whenever we can send these out, because a lot of buses got through. A lot of buses got through. Jesus. Boat, 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 boat. Boat, boat. Wait, is that? I can't tell. Is that a boat? It's a boat. Okay, boat, boat. Okay, so I got that fixed. Jeez. Okay. Hopefully that doesn't become an issue again. Can't believe I'm a dumbass and let that happen. Okay. Hopefully that mitigates that issue from ever occurring again. Go ahead and send you on through. Send our bad ones through as well. Okay, yeah, I think this would be good. As like a short-term idea, right? So we could do this as like, this does the diverter, right? Goes all the way through here, and then can choose to go through here. But we do the pause conveyor, right? Like right here. And then we just shut this off, and it's like, oh, we're backed up, that line's done, kick that on, so it starts pushing stuff out through there, while this is still doing its thing at its slow pace, just until we can get this upgraded. And then that will kind of help like speed each day along, so we're not waiting forever on all these. This way, shut that off for now. Take this, do that. This goes here. This is none. This is all. This is all. Come on, let me access that parcel. Ah, you bitch, come on. There we go. Oh, and then these are just... Those are just the last couple. Okay. Well, we do at least have this now to where it'll do that. And then, like I said, whenever it comes to where it's just the end of the line, this is all done, we can just turn that on and just let this divert into there while this is backed up. I think we could probably do delivery speed now. I think doing delivery speed will be fine. Automatic exports. I don't feel comfortable doing the automatic exports just yet. I do have the pause conveyors for you and for you. So I think the best thing for that is we should wait till Wednesday, because then I can do tomorrow to clear out all the boats 100% and then pause it on Wednesday, and then let Wednesday run, do all this, and then at the end of Wednesday I can turn those on and off again. I think that'll be the best way to do that. Okay, so our speeds are now to where by the time our truck unloads fully, this is only at, what, halfway? Yeah. So it's at halfway. So we could work on speeding up these deliveries. So let's go ahead and we'll do one upgrade for now. We won't buy the third one just yet. Let's see how much faster that is before we decide to jump ship and go all in. So there's that. It's going. 3/4. Okay, so I'm betting this would probably be like how it was before, where it's the upgrade is within speed of the deliveries. So once this hits, if we do the max delivery upgrade, it'll be this will shut and then immediately open back up a second after, 2 seconds after, and then it'll have the next one ready for us. But I don't want us to get bogged down just yet. I don't want us to get bogged down just yet. Now, I did talk about earlier that I wanted to see if I could get on the roof. I don't think I can go through the inside to get onto the roof, because I took the basketball and was like throwing out each window, each ceiling, see if I could actually, if there was like maybe a hidden one that was like, oh, it looks like it's like they're all solid except for like one, right? But no, they're all solid. I checked every single window, skylight, whatever the fuck you want to call it, and it nope, they're all solid. So we can't like stack up inside the building. We'll have to enter it from the outside. So I guess I don't know what would be easier. I think just right here might be easier. We can like stack up a bunch of boxes and make a staircase for ourselves all the way up. I'm gonna try to use a bunch of the bigger boxes because that would be a lot easier to do. And there we go. Alright, I think that's enough to get up onto the roof. Let's see. On, make it. Yeah. Nope, not enough. Okay. Stop making noise. Let's... Can I do this? Do this. Jump. Here. On. Up. Yes, we're on the roof. Okay, I don't fall through. Okay. Is there anything up here on the roof? This actually is pretty cool to see this. That's weird. Okay, some of these textures just aren't fully encapsulated. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, shit. That's so thin. That is... Oh, fuck. That is so trippy. Okay, so we know... Why is this empty? What is... there not a door here? Hold on. We look... No, there's not. Okay. Weird. Okay, out here. Here's the trucks. Wait, I want to go around over there. Nothing over there that looks odd. I do want to grab some more and get on the very top. See if there's anything up there. Jump on the truck. Oh shit. Okay. I was not expecting that. Thank you for letting me out. Whoops. Oh man, that's going very precarious. Let's see if we can get some up. Okay. Oh, it's gonna take so much to get up there though. Oh man. Is it gonna be worth it? Is it gonna be worth it to get up there? Or do I just outlook all of this? There's a get delivered straight to your front door. Wonder if that door opens. Probably not. Actually, can I see that truck better from here? A little bit, but not well enough. So I got a couple. That is open. I want to read these trucks first. Do we want to wait till daytime? Fuck it. We'll do it now. Yes, we did it. We made it through. Aha! What's this say? Notice authorized personnel only. Okay. Nothing. Parcel horse. About over here. What we got over here? Lost your parcel. Try asking your neighbor. Wow. Okay. That's a fair shot. That's a fair shot, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. What's about this one all the way down here? Does it say the same thing on both sides? Yeah. Oh, there's a blue one. Crime. Oh, okay. Destroying the rainforest so that you can get your parcel on time. M. McDoway. Trademarked. International Freight. I like that. That's cool. I appreciate that. Those textures are a little broken from this perspective. Anything else over here? Can I climb this? No. Okay. How far out can I go? Can I completely break everything? I really hope I don't break this. There's the door there. If I go up this, is there anything up here? Won't let me go up. You bastard! Why won't you let me up the stairs? Honestly, that would be pretty smart. Whether you could go up the stairs, or if you had to like save up all your parcels to build a staircase up to the roof of this other building, just so that way you could earn one random ass achievement. That would be evil. Be like, did you seriously did you seriously take the time to do this achievement? That's exactly what it would be. What about this over here? The door's open over there. Okay. Wait, can I go around it? Hold on. Oh no. Invisible. You dick. Okay, so that no way out. Okay. Damn. You leave that little bit of a gap and you don't let me be able to go through there. That's rude as fuck. And then you don't let me out, but you let me in. No, you don't let me out or in. Menu, unstuck. We're back inside here. Damn. Well, that was honestly really cool. I enjoyed that. But I want to see what's inside that parcel. That freight. So, oh, there's our truck here. There's our shower. Anything special about these? No. Anything special about this? No. Over this way. Good trucks here. So 1, 2. Okay, so each one of these is going to allow me another truck. Hi. How are you? Files almost got corrupted, but you guys were able to thankfully see it due to OBS being so beautiful with converting MKVs to MP4s, or maybe that didn't work at all, and we're just at this point because the file got corrupted. Yay! I'm hoping that fucking worked. If not, I got a lot of explaining to do. Okay, now that we got some daylight, yeah, so here's what happened. So I'm gonna get up here. We're gonna jump over. Right. We started exploring over here. We started exploring. We're like, oh, there's some more trucks. Okay, cool. Here's something that the devs didn't do. Don't touch this fucking hole. You think it's cool? It fucking corrupts your file, your recording, if you're recording in OBS. So don't fucking touch it. I'm gonna assume the same things with over there. I'm gonna be extra careful not to go over there. But it looks like that door is open. Let's go see what's inside here before anything else goes wrong. And it's giant bananas? Weird. Bananas. Shit's bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Alright, since we have 46,000 from clearing out all of our parcels, I do want to... I kind of do want to see what those 3 trucks are now. I am very curious. I'm wondering if they're going to be... I'm thinking 2 are going to be like those, where it's the drop-off, but I feel like these are going to be like inputs. Plus, also, I want to get the... We do automation. I want to get the launcher, because I've been very curious about the launcher, and we have to get at least this one to find out what the launcher does. So go ahead and buy this one. It did give us another door. Okay. This is 4,300. Oh no. This is... Oh, it's not 5,000, it's 4,600. All 3 of these are... Oh no. They're all inputs. Oh no, I don't have... I didn't think this through. I did not think this through. We'll have to let these guys sit for now, because all I can think of to do is I need more bulk storage. Right, just like have these like filter in, just fill up all the storage, and then have it be like a tie-in onto like one of these somewhere. Be like, boom, there, it's filled. And then it just kind of filters out. Just for simplicity's sake, so I don't have to deal with it as much. And if we're going that approach, we also did get the flooring. What? Wait, do we gotta go to that's right, we gotta go to upgrades. Upgrade for flooring. A tab in the tablet for changing the floor material in the warehouse. Give me that. Flooring. Oh, I just have to equip it. I don't even have to buy it. Okay. Currently we have the white floors equipped. What about the wood floors? Looks a little weird with these like sections centered like that. What about this one? Okay, so a light wood. I'm kind of digging the light wood with the walls a little bit. These are the floors we're talking. These are the factory floors. These are the floors we're looking for. Slightly lighter version. Okay. Still weird having the strips like that, but okay. Blue. This in blue. I don't know how I feel about this. I feel like this is ugly, but it looks pretty at the same time. So I don't know how to feel about it. And then are just regular white floors. I think we're gonna go with these. I think I'm liking these floors. Because for some reason, because these are darker, they allow all the machines to pop out more and look more shiny and clean. God damn it, I fucking left the fan on again. Alright, but that's actually pretty cool. I was a little concerned that did that though. Is it because I was here? Hold on. So if I'm like in the way. Okay, so if I'm in the way, that messes stuff up. So I need to make sure I'm not in the way whenever this throws. And then it's fine. Okay. Good to know. No, that is everything. We have done everything we need to do in Parcel Simulator. We have beat the game, as they say. Although there is no point in beating this game. Well, I guess there's one achievement left for us to grab, right? Right. It is the $1 million. We need another 200,000. Eh. We can worry about that another time. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed Parcel Simulator. But as always, things must come to a close. Thank you all for watching. This has been a very fun game. Check it out for yourself. Link for it will be in the description down below, as always. And remember, try to have a better day than yesterday. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!